On Berlin zone, the responsible by satellite B. So right now I need to configure satellite B to connect to the Icinga master by using Icinga node wizard. And yeah, this satellite B, and Icinga master. Yeah, the IV. Okay, and we no more master. Okay. Then this is correct information. Yes, we would take this command and we would run it on Icinga master to get the key and put it back to satellite B. Then it connected and accept commands. Okay, there's no problem. We will see features enabled and features enabled. Does this exist? API features available. Okay, we will start Icinga2. Before we start, we need to check the file, and maybe zone is Berlin. And Icinga2 will start. Okay, it works. We need to check the feature list. Nothing enabled. So we enable API. We check also. Let's enable here. API checker and main log. Service Icinga2 will start. Then it connected to the Icinga master, and we need to check here. Okay, satellite B is here, and we already see EGM and BGM, the two nodes who are responsible to satellite. Okay, right now we need to have more than check rather than ping in EGM or BGM. For example, we said satellite A is responsible for Cairo zone and satellite B responsible for Berlin zone. We need and each zone has one server. So in satellite A in Cairo zone has EGM and Berlin zone has BGM. So we need to create a service running on, for example, check a disk in EGM or BGM, check the load average like we have it here for Icinga master. So we will go to, before we do this, we need to create a user named Nagios on EGM and BGM. Add user Nagios and give it password and password. And yes, correct information. Also in BGM, we need to add user. One word, add user Nagios. Password, correct information. Okay. Then we need to, because our check is checking from satellite. For example, you need to check the load average. How you can check the load average? You check it from satellite node to the servers in this zone. So right now we also need to install some packages, and for example, we need to install Nagios plugin basic, and also in EGM we install this package. Why I need to install this package? Because this package has a script or more than script for checking the disk, for checking the SSH port, for checking the users. If you go, for example, var lib nagios var lib, it's installed. The var lib nagios plugins. So here is the plugins. Install. Okay, the other servers, var lib nagios. User lib nagios plugins. Okay, you see all the checks in here in each server. Each server I need to check, for example, the HTTP. So check HTTP on host local host. So there is no HTTP in local host. For example, check disk. And how you can check disk? The partition warning, for example, 90 or 80% and critical 90%. Yeah, okay, this is good. So as you see, there's a script or more than scripts, comes with the package named Nagios plugin basic, and these scripts we will run it from satellite. How we can do this? How we do it by SSH. So we need to create, I think we have already user named Nagios. So we will make this, rather than pin, we make bash in satellite A and also in satellite B to let user Nagios to log in to each server and access a script and get the information. So if we go to satellite A and switch to the user, now we are in Nagios user. I will create SSH key gem. I create a key and then I will access kube ID -i EGM, the server I need to monitor it. Okay, so satellite A now can access EGM user without bus. Oh, I used root. Okay, what I did right now, yeah, I need to do change user sh EGM01. Okay, it's logged. Again, we do this with satellite B. SCU Nagios sh keygen and then sh kube ID -i to PGM01. So now we can access from satellite B to PGM001 without asking me about username, about asking me a password by Nagios user. So if I log in by PGM01, yeah. So it's logging without password. And of course, if you go by user sh BGM, because this satellite responsible for BGM, satellite B responsible for Berlin BGM, and we run this script. It's in user lib Nagios plugins, and just like this, check disk warning 75%, critical 90%. Okay, it give me critical because I didn't put the partition itself. Okay, it works. So this is what we will do in the services conf for each zone. We will add the check to each server to have more than one checks. It depends on each server, because some servers you have custom checks, and some servers you need, like by default, you need to check the CPUs, memory, number of logged user, SSH ports, and some stuff. So we go to Icinga master and we restart the server to make sure everything is working fine. Yeah. Okay. And I go to, for example, to Cairo first. I have just only file hostess. I will add another file named services.conf. I think I have here. Yeah. Apply. And put in the file. What is this? We said apply service name check swap and for check command by SSH. That means the satellite in this zone. So the satellite A for zone Cairo will check by SSH to go to the server EGM001 and run this script. User libnag use plugins check swap. And timeout for SSH 60 seconds. And the user, it will use the username is Nagios who run this check. And to make sure your script is running very, very well and without any permission issue, you can add sudo via sudo in here. Sudo d. Okay, you can add Nagios, and we will put this on. We put Nagios on no password. So we do this in EGM, and also we do this in BGM. Sudo d Nagios and add to let the Nagios user using sudo. Okay, and we are in Nagios Icinga master. We add a service for a service named check swap. We will need to check swap for this node, and we will start Icinga2 and see if this service will show up. Yeah, it's coming. We schedule this service again. Now it's working. So swap service is for server EGM001. This service is running in EGM001 by satellite A. So satellite A is logging to EGM001 by SSH and run check swap with arguments we send it by services.conf and check the service. So if you see here in custom variables, you see the script itself check swap, and you see the warning 75% and critical 50%, but it should be more. Yeah, and the user is Nagios and timeout 60%, 60 seconds. And also in Icinga Web 2, you see the same service. And right now, if we check the swap, we check EGM has swap service. For example, if we need to check the disk, okay, like Icinga master for EGM, we will add it. How we can add it? We add it in services.conf. Take this copy and paste it again. We name it check disk. And name it display name, for example, disk. And here we say check disk. It should be 90, not 50, for example. If you reload the service, better than started. Reload. Okay, and you see here pending for disk, service disk. Reschedule the check to make it more easier, more faster, rather than wait 5 minutes. Now it's coming. So how many services do we have for EGM? We have swap, we have disk, we have Bing 4, and so on. You can add what do you, many of services you can add it. You can add, if you want to, you can add check CPU, again, the load average. So check CPU, and the command is lib menus plugins check load, I think. Yeah, check load, and warning is 10 or 20, and critical is 50. Okay, we go to the Icinga master, and in check load, warning is not percent 20 and 50 with average. So if we load the service on master, then we will see a new pending CPU service coming up. We schedule again. Okay. Okay. It should be 19. EGM has CPU swap disk Bing 4. All these services is responsible by satellite A. You see here satellite A. So for example, if right now I shut down EGM001, I will shut it down in 0. Okay. You will see critical. Sure, you see critical. The server is down. After like maybe 30 seconds or something. Also we have Icinga2. Will give me which server has an issue. You see here EGM unhandled service. It should be Bing, yeah. So, and it will give me 1 is down. Also here, if I refresh, 1 critical as a service, and then after number of seconds, it will say it's down. 1 is down. So I shut it down EGM001. I will return back. I will power up EGM001. Then I will shut down satellite. And after I shut down satellite, I will shut down again EGM001. You will see in the Icinga, you will see it will be up. So I will do this right now, but after it says it's down, refresh, takes time. Here also takes time in Icinga2, in Icinga2. Overview. 6 hosts up. I think I added one of the hosts by API when I was testing something, but I will delete it now and I will show you how you can add a server by API. This is my router. Hmm. Now it's saying it's down. Okay, I will power it on the EGM user one. I'll power it on. Okay, it's running, and then you will see here number of hosts will be increased by one, and the down one it will be disappear. So as we know, satellite A is responsible for zone Cairo, and then I shut down one of the servers in Cairo zone, and then because EGM is okay now is should be written back. As you see here, satellite A is responsible for EGM. Satellite A is responsible for zone Cairo. Right now, I will shut down satellite A, and then I will shut down EGM. You will see that only satellite A will be down, but EGM no, because there is no information sending to Icinga master to get information from zone Cairo zone. Okay. This give us unknown because when EGM goes down, the script of check swap when it's running from satellite A to sending to get the information from EGM and it was down, so it will give unknown. So don't worry, just because we shut it down. Okay, let's clear this one again. Oh, 1% should be more than critical. I change it. Okay, let me go to the master. It's opposite. Okay, this isn't there. Okay, now it's okay. Okay, as we see now, satellite A is responsible for EGM001. What I will do now, I will shut down satellite A. Okay, shut it down. Then satellite A will goes down. Okay. I'm refreshing. Okay, Icinga2 web and classic. Who is responsible for satellite A or B? Which zone is responsible? Master zone is responsible for satellite A and B. And satellite A responsible for Cairo and satellite B responsible for Berlin zone. But right now I shut it down satellite A. Then I will see here satellite A is down, should be. Okay, takes some seconds. Okay, here in Icinga with 2 says there is one has an issue. Here should give me also. Okay, satellite A has an issue. Okay, So after a number of seconds, it will say satellite A is down. It takes some time. As you see here, Icinga2 is responsible for satellite A. With satellite A, there's Icinga2. Because satellite A cannot monitor himself. It takes some time until it says down. Then I will shut down EGM001. To show you that when I shut down EGM001, you will not notify EGM001 is down by Icinga because the satellite is down. Okay, now it says there is one down, satellite A. Icinga2 also say, yeah. Icinga2 say the same, satellite A is down. Let me to shut it down, EGM, yeah. I'll shut it down. Shut down, EGM. So if you stay 10, 20, whatever, how long time you stay, EGM, it will show is up. Because this last state comes from satellite when satellite A was up. So you never get any information from Cairo zone because satellite A is down. So as you see here, all these checks give you green and seems it's okay for EGM001. But in reality, EGM001 is down. So that's why it's important to have more than one satellite in each zone, because if one satellite goes down, you still have another one serving and get information from this zone and send it to Icinga2. So I'm waiting. It will say okay forever. It will not say it's down until I start our power on the satellite A. If I power on satellite A, you see immediately that EGM001 is down. Okay, we can start satellite A. We started. Once satellite A is up and running, you see, once it's up and running, it will get information from this zone. Takes time. Yeah, okay, now EGM is now satellite A is up. Once satellite A is up, it will send to EGM ping request or ping and make sure if it's up or not. So it will, if it says it's not up, then it will send to Icinga master and says EGM001 is down. I didn't turn on EGM. EGM still turned off. You see here, quickly comes critical. Still EGM001 is down. Yeah. You see. After number of retries to check, for example 5 times, then it will say okay, it's down. Takes some time. So now we understand the zones and what's satellite and how you can create checks for each server and for each zone. After that, I want to show you how you can add and remove server by API. Right now is down, okay, it's down. I will start it up or power it on. Okay, I'm in Icinga master. There is confd. If you see here API users, there is root and there is password. This password used for API. How we can use API? Why I need to use API? The important thing for API, if for example you are using auto-scaling. Auto-scaling is when you have much of traffic or you have multiple high traffic requests comes to your server, then you need to turn on some servers. When you turn on some servers, you need to put it in your monitor. And how you can put this in your monitoring, then you can add it when the server starts up or powering up by add script or something to use the API to add to Icinga master. And how we can do this, I have here, for example, how we can check our curve. Okay, I remove this with the password. I put this. Now we can have all checks by API, and also if you need to add or delete something, I will add. I already added my router. This unknown be gone. Okay, I added my router before, so I want to delete this my router from Icinga. So how? And I run this command curl and put the password. This password. Okay. Oh, the object itself. We need to add the object is router. Okay. The code 200, that means it's success. If we see here, you see router. If you refresh, it will be gone. Should be gone. Yeah, it's 5 now. Okay, it's gone. So you can add or remove server by API. Just add. I will just add one server. Okay. Of course. Put the password. And I will add my laptop, the one I'm using right now, without config. What is the IP is this one, and I will name it computer 200. Address 192.161.119. It's Linux. Zone, I will make the zone is in Cairo zone. So it should be created here. You see it. Refresh. Pending, two pending. Okay, computer 200 and have two services. If I do reschedule to this two services, take some time. Okay, we should have 6 hosts. Computer 200 is here and it's checking ping and SSH. So now, and of course you can add more checks also by adding Nagios user and using SSH to this host, or you can use, for example, NRPE to rather than using SSH. What else I need to show you? Yeah, I need to show you the dashing. One of the great thing in Icinga, we can have a dashing to show you how many warning, how many critical in your infrastructure. So what I will do is, and then I will set up dashing. Dashing, it needs some packages, Ruby and Node.js and some packages. I will install it. Click in. Oh, update. Check my name server. Okay, now it's working. Maybe in you have like big screen in your company, and then you have like how many warning, critical, unknown, how many hosts is online, and this stuff. You have like dashing, very big screen in your area to see if something happened in your infrastructure. You will know. So I will install dashing stuff and show you how we can integrate this with Icinga. And after that, I will show you how to integrate Icinga with Influxdb and Grafana to see the graphing for some services by performance data. For example, here, you have swap, you have something named performance data, and this performance data, we can sending this data to Influxdb. Influxdb is time series database, and from this database we can see this information by Grafana. After that, okay. I need also install Git package because I will take this dashing Icinga from GitHub. Take some time. It takes time, yeah. The installation takes time for installing dashing. Okay, comes up. So the dashing, how it will connect to Icinga by API also. We will see the dashboard by API. Okay, I'll install Git. And then git clone from this repository. Of course, I will create a user for only dashing to see the data by API, because the user we have created before or created by root. So this user has all permission. I will show you how to create only user to get the status of the data in. So after we install dashing, we need to make sure the user dashing and password added to API in Icinga. So we go to Icinga2 and configure the API users and add this user. If we see here object API user root with this password, and we see here permission is star, that means this user can do anything: add object, add new server, remove server. So for dashing we don't need to have all permission, we just need to get the status query and objects query. And we go to dashing jobs Icinga, make sure the user and API URL is localhost because I'm running in Icinga master, and the username is dashing, the password the same password. I will start the Icinga because I changed the password for API and user, and I will run restart dashing to see dashing in 119.8005. Okay, then we have dashing, and we have if you press F11 in keyboard, you see the big screen, and you can at your company you can have big screen shows how many hosts down, how many services critical, and this stuff. For example, if we go to try again, refresh, and also refresh here. If we go to one of the hosts, we make it down, like for example EGM001, we make it down. We will see in dashboard it will be one of the hosts goes down. So we wait like 3 minutes, and we see here a host is down 1. We need to install Influxdb because I want to show you how you can using Grafana to show some performance data. So in Icinga master, I will install Influxdb by this stuff. I will use apt-get. Okay. etc resolve. Okay, I need to add okay, that's fine. I'll install Influxdb, and then I will install Grafana, and then I will integrate between Icinga and Influxdb. Okay. So I will get Grafana package. Okay, I will go to etc influxdb. In influxdb.conf, I will add open port for integrate between Influxdb and Icinga2. I think I have it here. Yeah, from my GitHub. So, oh, the database is to be named Icinga in Influxdb. Then I will start Influxdb. Okay. Then I will go to Icinga2. No, don't need to go to. I will run features list. Open TSDB is not enabled, so feature enable open TSDB. I need to restart Icinga2. Okay, and then I will log into Icinga2 feature enabled open TSDB. Okay, it's running, no problem. So right now, any performance data in Influxdb, in Icinga, you will see it in Influxdb. For example, this performance data. Any performance data, you will see it there. Go to Icinga master. If you go to service like Icinga, you have performance data. All this performance data will be added in Influxdb. And then from Influxdb, we can see it in Grafana. We have one host is down that I shut it down to see dashboard says there is host is down, one host down. I can change where is the how the looks like. I can make service up, host is down. So that's a great thing. You can change what you need, version, maybe you don't need this stuff. So now I need to open Grafana. Grafana is running in port 3000, and if it asks for username and password, it's admin, and data source. Oh, Icinga, because I installed Icinga in this node before, but no problem, I can delete it and configure it again. So add data source named Icinga, and type is Influxdb, and URL is localhost because it's running on localhost, and then add. I can test. Yeah, data source is working fine. No, I need to add database here also. Icinga. Save and test. No. Database here. Okay. Save and test. I don't need. Okay. Now it's running. Okay, I want to go to dashboard and go to home. Add graph, for example, ping or something. Get new add graph, and this is fake data, so I need to see Icinga, add query, select measurement, and I can have, for example, service desk, or you see here there is some information comes up, but it depends which measurements do you need to see it. So if you choose like Icinga host state, you see comes up and down, and also if you see the for example ping or procs, you see different values, and if you see disk state or SSH, yeah, these different values comes from Icinga to Influxdb, and Right now, see ping, for example. Sometimes it's 2 and sometimes 0. It depends which data has been in performance data in Icinga. And here we have the dashing. For right now, I shut it down EGM001, so we have one host down. And in this Grafana also we have a dash with the graphing for performance data. I have finished the tutorial for this course, and I hope you enjoyed. And if you have any questions, please put in comments in the video. And I hope you enjoyed, and have a nice day. Thank you very much.